And so we all know Bruno is one of the best characters in the game, right? A much needed addition for the high attribute, especially because he does have Hollow Killer, and we've already showcased him on the channel and how good he actually is in PvE content. But when he got officially revealed, I was very curious to see if he was going to be an arena character, because the last Bruno, the first edition of Bruno in the game, was an arena character. And lucky for us, he actually is an arena character, picking up a great set of skills, and that's what we're here to demonstrate today in this video. He is a character with the gauge effect too, and in arena, you're definitely able to demonstrate the gauge effect quite often because the games usually last a tad bit longer. But in this case, keep in mind that Bruno already has a good set of skills in him. The gauge increasing his damage output. He has Sprinter +2 with the long stride, so he does have great mobility. He doesn't have to worry about getting afflicted by status elements since he is immune to everything. And then of course he has a great damage output. But in arena, if you get him to level 2, he then picks up poise, which is actually pretty good. If for some reason you do get caught in a vortex, you're going to be able to easily get out of that. Also can be quite annoying if you're going against him. Then he of course also gets the start power item +2 skill at level 5, very easily achievable. And that's going to be really good, of course, just to give him significantly more stats. And at arena level 10, he then picks up an additional special move. Now, you see, I didn't actually go ahead and get him to level 10, because quite frankly, I don't think it's needed. The skill itself, of course, is nice. The extra special move does definitely help him. It will allow him to get the gauge easier the next time you use your soul bomb, because it is going to fill that gauge up by 50%. And if you do plan to use Bruno a lot in arena, you might want to do it. But for me, I was fine with it. But keep in mind, by getting this character to arena rank 5, you then also pick up an additional 13% strong attack damage and also extra 7% recharge, making him a very good link for any other hard SP character, but it also allows him to get more recharge, which therefore allows him to fill up the gauge even faster. And of course, for our support links, we are just going with recharge links here. The first 3 giving us a good mixture of SP, strong attack damage, and also recharge, while our last 3 are only giving recharge. Alright, so jumping into our first game then, we are going against an Aaroniero, Toshiro, and also a Tsukishima. Very interesting choice of characters. They're all arena characters. For us though, not really going to be a problem, right? In our case, we remember we do have a Spada Killer, so we are doing significantly more damage to any Espadas that we do see. None of the opponents look to have Last Ditch, right? So we shouldn't have any worry about, you know, slowing them down. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. The Tsukishima actually does have Last Ditch, which is kind of annoying. But you know what? We also have an annoying character in our team. We have the 1,000-year Blood War Aizen giving us the shields. So maybe that in of itself will slow them down, but 2 other opponents with no Last Ditch is actually pretty good. And Last Ditch for the most part is kind of like we don't see him much anymore in arena, at least on new characters. Most new characters come out that are mostly designed to just be fast, sometimes not even fast, just be really heavy hitters, which I think is for the best. I know not everyone really liked Last Ditch meta in arena when it first came out, and we can kind of see that with this particular Bruno, for example, because the original Bruno only had Last Ditch but no long stride, and personally I'd rather have my characters in arena have long stride, right? In this case, though, we got the gauge active, really good. At this point, we're doing ridiculous damage overkill here. Might as well just spam my soul bomb because I didn't realize I already stacked 3 of them. But potentially would have stole there if that Tsukishima didn't have Last Ditch and got a cheeky last-second score still. But first game, very easily done. Had no problem with survivability. We didn't even take damage because we have great mobility there. Did get the MVP. And I believe at the end, we also had +6 bonus there. So we were doing a lot of damage. Going into our next game, though, we're going against another, like, somewhat arena team, but then again, maybe we have the better team here. We have technically 2 arena characters. Looks like it's prime time for those in Japan right now. Hopefully our 2 teammates in the top can deal with the top half. This map is actually pretty good. I do like this one because of how big it is. And the spawns are basically at the top or at the bottom. But their team is kind of interesting. They also have Arpic Ichigo. Also, he's still in a really good arena character. Let me go ahead and use my soul bomb. Probably don't need to, but it's fine. Just to make sure we can get... Oh, again... That Last Ditch, man. Last Ditch is still a struggle. Still a struggle to deal against. But they also have a Jackie in their team, which is interesting. She is technically an arena character. She was one of the first few, like, mid-month characters to actually be given arena skills outside of the arena banner, which is kind of cool. Definitely still usable, but nothing super crazy. All right, really good spawn of enemies here. Let me just use my SA3 on these lot. Looks like another close game, which I don't mind, honestly. All right, I'm going to wait for my SA3 to come back. There we go. And then I'm going to use it the second we get the gauge. There we go. Look at that. 2 seconds for that SA3 to come back. That's beautiful. Kill these lot. Enemy spawned on the top right. Didn't mean to, but you'll have to see it. And we stole their score right away when they stole ours, so we're keeping the advantage here. Very close game. It looks like it's going to come down to a last score still, potentially. We're going to steal theirs, potentially overlap them, but they are going to steal right back from us right before the game does end. There we go. SA3's already back. Take down that Jackie. Enemies are spawning at the bottom. Let me go back up. We're going to steal right from them. There we go. Do they have time? They have time to take that back. Can we stop them? That's the question. Can we stop them? Did they steal it? Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Because quite frankly, if they did steal from us, I don't think we would have been able to steal back from them. Good game, lads. Good game. Score was looking real good there. 21,000 for the Bruno. That's really impressive. Into our next game, though, let's see what we're up against again. Quincy Ichigo. A lot of Quincy Ichigos today, surprisingly. Unfortunately, starting the game with a man down. Let's hope that doesn't affect us. SA3 there, activated the gate again once more. Just lovely to see that SA3 come back almost instantly, right? And one good thing about this character, too, is that we do not need to stay at full stamina to get any damage output here. So if for some reason we do take damage, which doesn't really matter, we're still going to be able to constantly just deal damage, right? That's one thing I don't like about characters that do damage at full stamina, at least in Arena, is that if you do eventually get hit, you just lose out on a lot of DPS. Bruno, that is not going to be an issue, right? Had to use my SA3 there to protect myself, but fun enough, it actually did kill the Gin on the side. Let's defeat those enemies, steal their score. At this point, it looks like I need to do maybe get one more boost. Then I can start one-shotting people. Because right now, it's taking maybe 1 or 2 strong attacks, but at least when the gauge is inactive. Still looks to be a somewhat close game, though. Gonna go ahead and here, use my Soul Bomb. There we go. Take down 2 of those. Fill up the gauge by a decent amount. Go up here. Can I get all 3 of them? Close enough. Good spawn of enemies here. We can easily steal this. Oh, whoa, they stole it from us last second. No way. We were 1 enemy away. If only I had my strong attacks ready. There was so many around us. They're keeping us on our toes, though. Stole from them, but they're definitely going to steal right back from us unless I can just kill all these enemies. No, we're doing a lot of damage to them. If they do steal, we're still right back. Can we steal last second? We don't need to. We stole now already. At this point, we basically overlap them, so if they do steal from us, we should just still be fine, right? I don't think that's going to really affect us if they steal from us. We stole from them again. Okay. Are they going to even steal from us? If they do, it don't matter. They couldn't. They gave up. Another easy win. It was close, like for the most part, that entire game, 90% of the game was like almost 50-50. Maybe 55-45 to us. Shout out to the Coco because we were a 2-man team, but we pulled through. At the end, it looks like they kind of gave up, and we were easily able to get a win there. Once more, good consistent score from the Bruno, 18,000, which again is pretty good, right? Jumping into our next game, though, we actually have the Japanese players on our team now. Lovely to see it. Again, what is with the Quincy Ichigos? Very strange, because he hasn't been, you know, available, right? Usually when a new banner drops, you always see those characters in because everyone's trying to level them up, for example. Quincy Ichigo is strange to me because he's not an arena character. He's good enough to be used, as already mentioned, right? But we actually are going against another Bruno. That's kind of cool. I guess it is because the affiliation here is no affiliation. Maybe that's why people are using him. Maybe they're in need of using a technique no affiliation character. Maybe it does make sense. So Bruno is going to be kind of annoying because he does have last ditch, especially in a situation like this, for example. Ryuken, not really going to be much of a problem. Let me go down here and use my Soul Bomb. It's on Bruno. Just had to be Bruno. Lucky for us, though, our teammates are coming through, providing us with the damage. That's great to see. And I guess it's kind of cool that we have 2 Japanese players in our team using characters from the similar banner, right? They have Quincy Ichigo and also Tensa. I had a situation like that earlier today, actually, when I was leveling up this Bruno to rank 6. Random lobby, didn't invite anyone, and I got into a team with Bargo and also Mate, which is kind of cool. It's always fun when you get like a similar team like that. Having said that, though, this game does look to be in our favor here. Not the most one-sided game, but it does look like we are going to be the clear winners here. And you know, seeing that Bruno on the O team, I might have to take out Bruno this season. I haven't used him in quite some time. He is still a really... Whoa! Whoa! No way they just did that to us. You know what? I'm going to leave that in. That is funny. That is really, really funny, but also really unfortunate. We got caught slacking. They stole from us last seconds. Oh, man. Oh, man. We got outplayed. We should have prepared for that. Unfortunately, we did not. I was going to end it there. I don't want to end on a loss. Let's play one more. All right, then. So a rare game number 5. In this case, we are going against a Tensa, a random Yuha. What is that lad doing? But we have Tokinada on our team. That's kind of cool. Rare to see a Tokinada in Arena. Let's just make sure he's on National against the Yuha, since he did start with the +10 barriers. Who else in their team that I kind of missed this? So they have the Yuha. They have Tensa. Okay. And they have a Soifon. Interesting. Soifon is actually an arena character. She's actually pretty good in this mode. Right now, I believe it is also Soiper damage ×2 as well. So they're also really good. Let me go here. Let me use my soul. No, I didn't mean to. I meant to use a strong attack first. Kind of just wasted 50% of my gauge there. That's an example of what not to do when playing with Bruno. All right, they stole from us when we stole from them. Keeping the game somewhat close, but we should still be able to take out the W here. We are still overlapping them there with the score still. Once more, it feels really nice being able to use my SA3 and then SA3 again after 2 seconds. It'd be nice if the Tokinada on our team didn't die, though. All right, we're going to steal from them. There we go. Gauge is full. Use my SA3. There we go. Getting a good distance from their score now. Even if they try and score still from us, it's not really going to matter. The Tokinada just transformed. Stole from them. Oh, no, they stole from us. Okay. But it doesn't matter at this point. We could just play the safe game. I'm going to try and defeat all of those 3 there. Maybe we get one more score still just to solidify the W. But we can also just focus on the little mini-mobs here, right? We don't need the score still. We don't need to extend the game. If we didn't, the game would have been over by now. But it looks like it doesn't really matter. Almost got a last second score still though. In this case, another very easy W. Bruno is simply just that guy, the really fun arena character. If you're enjoying this character in no PvE play and you want to take him to arena, definitely recommend it because he's actually really good in this mode. But he has been performing quite consistently in the 5 games that we did play here. We did lose 2 of them. One of them was really unfortunate, them stealing last second. That was just dirty. It was dirty. But either way, in the 20-ish games that I have played with Bruno, taken to rank almost 7 now, I've only lost 3 games. Win rate is actually very consistent with this particular character. He feels great. It's just really nice to spam strong attacks, especially filling up the gauge multiple times in this particular quest. The 70% start is really good for this character, allowing him to get a lot of damage right from the get-go, and of course also just easily stack the boost. Constantly fill it up with the Soul Bomb, which again you can do easier if you do get this character arena level 10. And when you do get him to rank 5, he then picks up an additional 7% recharges in arena trait. So yeah, this character can just spam his gauge like no other. Fun to see Bruno make a return in the Brave Battle meta. The current one is still in the current meta, so it's kind of nice to have 2 Brunos, I guess, now in this meta. With that said though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.